I was waiting for the thing because I want that bet. There ain't no sports coming back in 2020, man. You know what I'm saying? They can have. Listen, they talking about baseball. Baseball ain't finna last but about 2 or 3 games before they cut that shit off. Basketball ain't gonna last but about 2 or 3 games before they cut it off. I just wanted to get on here to give my explanation of why I say that.
Yeah, let's hear that.
Okay. Basketball. Here's how football. If college football is not gonna play. Pro football is not gonna play because you're gonna have to quarantine the whole teams. So let's say on baseball, let's go to baseball, which they trying to put out right now. If you don't quarantine all the Dodgers, because I'm a diehard Dodger fan. I heard y'all asking people what they fans is. I'm a Dodger fan, I'm a Steeler fan, and I'm a Laker fan. You understand me? This is my boy right here. You understand me? I'm a Laker fan all day long. But anyway, I don't believe that they're gonna do it because they're gonna have to quarantine those teams. Because, say for instance, the Dodgers play the Astros 1 week. The Astros the next week play the Yankees, and the Dodgers play, say, San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
What if somebody from the Dodgers come up positive with COVID? Then that means that they're gonna have to quarantine the teams that they played, and the other teams are gonna have to quarantine the teams that they played.
Bro, they're gonna test them regularly. So if you got it, they're gonna isolate your ass.
But how you gonna know if you gonna test?
Yeah, 14 days.
After?
Well, you allow other people to see symptoms, Kev. I kind of understand what he's saying.
I don't understand. Listen, okay, say for instance the Dodgers play today.
We're talking 2 different things. We talking, you guys are talking reasonable, and then we're talking about money that's involved. So right. I understand what both of you guys are saying, and y'all right. I'm of the belief that these owners and these players need this money. You know how many players is taking care of 3 different baby mamas in 3 different states and got 5, 6 kids? You know how many Sean Kemp's is out there in baseball, basketball, and football? You know how many Shaquille O'Neal's are out there with a bunch of babies that y'all don't know about? A bunch of baby mamas they take, buying them new Benzes, and Floyd Mayweather's putting them in nice condos and nice apartments and buying them all the designer purses they need. They need money to pay for that, bro.
I know, but you gotta say, did you see what some of the like football players are saying? They're saying my life is more than. Eventually, life got to be more than money, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much the owners want it and they want to put you out there for that money, but your life, it's going to take one player. Okay, say, like you saying, Kev, for the money. They doing it for the money, right? It's going to take one player to die from actual COVID where, I mean, what you going to do after that? You going to say, I still need the money. We're going to play some more? I mean, they thinking that athletes are better than like Loco running against Rockhead, right? you battling with Loco running against Rockhead. That's
right. I mean, so here you got a man that smokes all these cigarettes, and here you got a man that appears to be way overweight.
Right.
It's unhealthy for them to run 4 laps, but they're gonna run them 4 laps regardless.
Right, but okay, that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that the person that's smoking the cigarettes will die faster than the person that doesn't smoke the cigarettes or the COVID. Because you don't know what Rockhead may have as underlying conditions of what it is. You see what I'm saying?
Let me say it like this, bro. Because like I said, I agree with y'all, but
yeah, Kev chose Rockhead, man.
Because listen,
I chose Rockhead too. I just want to say that though, Loco. I love you to death, you my homie, but you smoke like a train, and nigga, I don't gotta. I smoke too. I smoke cigarettes. I just don't smoke blunts as much, but I smoke cigarettes and cigars. My wind is not that much, so I'm gonna have to agree with a person that don't smoke. But I still love you, Loco.
But look, Goob, check it out. You got athletes that smoked cocaine and died. You got
Right.
athletes that was drunk driving and died. And people still
Right.
going to do cocaine and still going to drive drunk. So even though it is a health issue, I don't think it's going to be like a major deterrent for the players that really want to get out there or the players that need the money. Now,
Right.
if you were LeBron James or Kyrie Irving, nigga, they got plenty of money. They ain't got to get out there and play no ball.
Yeah,
So
that's how dude from y'all team. I mean, from Dallas. Ezekiel Elliott is starting to say he's starting to second guess if he wants to really play because he's already had it. It's just like dude, what's his name with the beard? He says he doesn't even want the defensive back. He's saying he's like, man, I don't know if I really want to take that chance of playing. I mean, they're gonna have some athletes that's gonna really think that, hey man, do I really want to put my family into it? Because you gotta understand. Say it's a person like a linebacker. A linebacker got to hit every person. He got to hit the quarterback. He got to hit the running back. He got to hit the receiver. If he comes down with it, he's done touched every person on that other team.
They better tell them to put a mask on.
Yeah, they're gonna have to have gloves. They're gonna have to, it's gonna be a lot. I mean, I just don't believe. Listen, you a gambling man. I'm a gambling man. What you said on there, bet. I say bet. You make the bet in between me, $100 that the football don't play.
It's a bet.
That's the bet. And I'll be back on here. All the maniacs and Mac heads. See, I'll pay that.
So listen, that means no preseason, right? If a preseason game is played, or do you mean a whole season?
I'm saying the whole. See, now we got to go into it. I can't put myself out like that.
Right. And your original statement was there will be no football play.
Right.
No, he said there will be no.
Because what I'm saying is, I think that they may play and then it'll end in the middle of it. It's gonna stop. It's gonna cease where it's not gonna go forward because something's gonna happen.
That's why I asked.
Just like you canceled. You know, they canceled the Dallas and Pittsburgh Hall of Fame game.
But look how long it took to cancel it.
Yeah.
Because they was thinking about having it, but all these spikes caused it not to happen.
Right. And so, and another thing I say is what if, like, California? California is going to have the Rams and San Diego playing in a stadium. Arizona is going to have the Cardinals playing here. Texas is going to have Houston, and then who else is in Texas? The Cowboys, right? All these three states are they're at their capacity. Almost all three of these states are like at 90-something capacity for the hospitals. You know what I'm saying? Now, if these don't go down in the next month or two, how are they really gonna have something, within in their stadiums without shutting down everything first? I just don't.
The thing that's killing this thing, man, is each and every individual that comes down with it. You can base it around 14 days to find out you got it, and another 14 days plus to kick it, and then the people you infect.
See, that's what I don't know.
Whole months just being spent, each person on this disease fighting it, whether you win it or lose it. It's all bad, man. It's an accumulation of time, is what it is, and it's fixing to be going all the way off into 2021, bro.
Yeah. Did you hear what they said that a lot of people is kind of missing? They're saying for every one person that they're finding out that is positive is 10 people plus that. They're saying for every one person there's 10 other people that could be actually positive. I mean,
so they saying one person can probably be affected up to 10 people.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? And then, I mean,
but guess what? Let me stop you. All that may be true, may not be true. At this point, it's just a guess. But let me say this. You got hundreds of baseball players and only like 7 of them tested positive with coronavirus.
Right.
So just in baseball alone, that statistic ain't even true. That statistic don't even count. You know what I mean? Because they done tested them. So I'm not saying it ain't true, but I'm thinking it's more of a guess. That's
you
all.
know, but what you call them? I mean, what you call them? Been doing it for a couple months because I done bet on a few games in the Korean League. They've been playing.
That's another thing.
You know what I'm saying? I've been playing. I done bet on it.
Man, they playing tennis. They playing table tennis. They playing they playing soccer. They playing Korean baseball. So
some things
we could play too.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say anything about baseball. What I'm saying is about football because of the contact that you have to have in football.
That's what lets you know all them places that you saying is playing this and playing that is mostly overseas. That's why you know this shit was planted in the U.S. for a reason.
But
that's all they do is reiterate that part.
Right, but Kev Mac just said it earlier. It's like they put it there to see who the strongest survive type instinct. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let it because Trump done already said it. He wants to slow down the testing. He don't want to test no more because the numbers is getting too high. I heard one of the
doctors say that they're testing. The more testing you do, of course, the more people gonna be positive.
Right. Yeah.
He saying slow it down. That's
you slow it down. It's not that doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Because people are starting to get nervous now.
Trump don't give a damn. I bet he's dying to just say, "Fuck the niggers."
Yeah, because he knows it affects the minorities more than it affects his people. I mean, it affects minorities more than it affects white people. So he figured if we slow it down, it can kill them more or less to get. So I want to get by any means necessary. He just wants another 4 years because what he's scared of when he leave in November or January of next year that he going to jail because he ain't getting no pardon from Biden. He going to jail. New York district, they got all them cases on him. Right now, he got cases, man. He got cases for his taxes. He got cases for his business. He got cases up the ass. He wants to stay in so he don't get, because they can't mess with him as long as he's president. He controls everything. That's why he just got rid of the head man in the district of New York because they was investigating him, his taxes, his businesses, the banks that he was going through. So what he did, he had Barr go in there and tell him, fire that dude. Because they're investigating everything I'm doing so he can get a pass. He wants 4 more years so he doesn't go to jail. Please don't block this thing because you're a Trump supporter, but I'm just letting you know that's the truth. He going to jail if he don't make it. If he don't be a president again in the next 4, he going to jail. I'll mark that. I'll bet anybody that want to bet come February or March of next year, he going to jail. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get him. And just like they did that slick shit with the dude. How you plead guilty to the feds for lying to the feds and they get rid of his whole case.
Man, for real.
They got rid of his whole case. They threw his whole case out and let the man go. I don't know no black man that pled guilty to any case that they jumped in. I'm talking about not Roger Stone, but because he finna get off too. But the army dude. I can't think of his name. I'm pretty sure somebody in the airlines will say his name. But they just let him go.
Yeah, they come, bro.
Yeah. And so another thing I wanted to get on here because y'all asked a whole bunch when I seen what would be my top 4 or 5 Kev Mac videos of people. So I thought I'd just give my inclination on that. I can't really put them in order like that. I go on what would you say, content.
Let's hear
I
it.
can understand. I can understand on. I would give if it goes with prison stories. I'm giving Rockhead because the stories that he told, I've been there and seen those same stories. The thing, but what got me on him is when he said he had the knife in his thing. You know, they hit him and he didn't want the knife get pulled out, and they took him all in the thing and dragged him. But I seen those type of things. Being on level 4, you seen those things. You know, being on level 4, they got on the wall no warning shots, no warning shots. So when you in the chow hall, and the chow hall ain't no bigger than my garage, and there's 2 lanes of seats that you sit down, you don't sit down with the person. Like I can say, I'm gonna sit down with Loco, Kev Mac, and another homie at this table. You sit down how you go into the chow hall. So you could be sitting across from an enemy. You know what I'm saying? If you get in a fight with somebody, if they shoot in that cafeteria, then because they tell you it's no warning shots. That part I believe I give him that on the point. I can't give him the 1 out of the 5, but I give him a top billing on that. I give Cutes because, like Kev Mac say, Cute says things. I mean, he has his memory is good. I mean, he knows names from that day. I don't know. I wasn't there, but he gives a good, and nobody's been able to dispute what he's saying. But one of my best was Lil Doc. And the reason I say was Lil Doc is because this is always gonna go in my head. Is he say my best friend, his brother got killed and they threw the gun under the house and we went to go find it. He was like, yeah, man, you found it. He's like, yeah, I found my brother gun. He's like, I'm gonna get them niggas that put their hands on me. I'm gonna get them. And he said he went back to his home. He said, man, that nigga done found his brother gun. He said, all y'all niggas that put your hands on him, he gonna come back and get y'all. And then one of the niggas say, he said, I ought to kill you. But since Doc got so much love for you, I ain't gonna kill you. I always remember that. And then I got Mump, Big Mumps. And his thing is, I like what he say. You wasn't saying that then. What you're saying about us now, you wasn't saying that then. And I always remember that because a lot of people will say something about a neighborhood or people. They'll talk about how when you get in their older age and they'll talk about you, you may have fell off, you may not, you got whooped or you did that, and people will talk about a person now, but they wasn't saying that then. And that's one thing I like about what he kept saying. He kept saying, yeah, what you were saying about what you talking about now, you wasn't saying that then. When we was at the apex, you wasn't saying that then, but you're saying it now. And I like that. So I really don't have a level of 1 to 5. I could just put those all in the same box that those would be the best videos that I've seen and talked about. I just want to put that in motion.
They said you were talking about Mike Flynn.
Kev Mac